It's week 6 of the National Football League. And featured this week is Devin Singletary. He's coming off a track meet kind of week, just a bunch of yards and frequent trips to the end zone. It's the Bears and the Commanders on Thursday night primetime.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Tonight we kick off week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Wentz. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 7 catches, 87 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. And Thomas has it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. They'll set up to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So now 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And then 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted him out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Fields on 3rd down.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
And he will have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Fields. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there, and another 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They'll run with Peterson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. On 2nd and goal. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st down, Wentz being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Quinn make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Wentz. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bears take over. Let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
sliding out of the pocket. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Johnson to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Washington ready to try again on offense. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is set out to punt. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On 1st down, it's Fields. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. On the move to his left. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now Wentz. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. On the counter, Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box. And there's nowhere to run the football.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
He gets it to Thomas. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing is Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Chicago offense set to get started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down for Odell Beckham Jr. We can finally say it, partner. OBJ got his ring. Really fit in with the Rams once he got there and was invaluable in leading them to a Super Bowl victory. Suffered a knee injury in that game, but he's back and ready for an encore in 2022.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They go right back to Singletary. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Fields. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Rolling to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's got it to about the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wentz going to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A big sack. William Golston busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 27, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but come back to it. 3 yards, all they can muster there. Bring it 4th down. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bears will get the football back.
I actually like the fake, all right? It gave it a shot. This is one of those plays where you really think you're going to fool people because he shoveled it off to the kicker, and he was going to try and get it running. We have seen it be successful before, but definitely not on this play.
Yeah, I was going to say, as the kicker, when you see that it's probably not going to work, just terror and panic in your eyes, I would imagine.
What we really needed there was the close-up of his face while he was running.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Wentz now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Oh, that's Gets into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Thomas. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Fields on first down. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
On first down, Fields.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and the moves the stick, sets up the first and goal.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Forced out to his left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Again, Fields.
Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Fields. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Santos' kick is up and through,
and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Taking a shot for Samuel.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. To throw is Wentz.
They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend
around the NFL. Plenty to look forward to in that early window, one being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers, as they'll square off against the New York Jets. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. Then on Sunday night, a classic in the NFC East. You never know what can happen when these two get together. Cowboys and Eagles at 8:20 Eastern. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This is taken just shy of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to run.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Fields on third down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage and bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They run here with Singletary. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Devin Singletary, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Santos to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Wentz now on first down. Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here's Jackson to return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over first and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Wentz to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Working from the gun, Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
From the 29, Fields. It's caught. Beckham. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the gun, here's Fields. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that would be for 15 in the 1st.
This one the NFL's headed year by year, partner. A league where where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that first down run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Washington offense set to take over. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz.
Quick slant, Dotson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Wentz now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 19-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wentz.
Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go. And it goes down. Injury. Good loss in there to get him. That is the 6th time they have sacked him tonight.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st down, Fields. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Fields on 1st down.
Steps away to his left.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards for number 11.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down when his run worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or whether they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now Fields.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so they'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Santos for the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he won't quite make it to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw is Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Wentz now on 1st down. Back to Gibson and another catch for it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. From the 38, Wentz. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, middle of the field, and a loose football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 3rd and 2, Fields. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. And right there with him to force that to the ground.
blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on fourth. Now Wentz. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Again, it's Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And Ndamukong Suh, unblockable there as he got in there to make the stop behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing is Wentz. This one left side caught by Gibson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Singletary again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. On the give, this is Singletary. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Chicago, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.